Oh, what's up, guys? Welcome back to our daily trade journal and market analysis. So today I made about 686 today. Had a pretty decent day. I think I shorted overnight and made some other trades this morning, and played out pretty well. Then we lost a little bit of money following the first signal, and after that I kind of just stopped trading. I decided to walk away with the money I made before losing it all. So let's go over the trade journals today. So we got a 10 a.m. market structure flipping bullish signal. That was over here. Let's go over into the 1 minute time frame. Oh man, allergies a little bad today. So 10 a.m. Kind of this range here. Market structure flip bullish, which was kind of telling us to buy the dip. But I could see why it was a little bit scary here because we had a huge drop before the bullish flip, right? And then we continue to move up here. So 10.05, if you took that bullish flip, could have easily gone out. And then pretty much bullish flip tells you that you need to buy the dip. So when we tested the MOB here, which was a pretty quick test, supposed to buy that dip, right? So over here, supposed to buy the dip. And I actually remember buying this dip. It played out really well. And then I bought the dip again, and this time it dipped further. So I lost a little bit of money there. And then 10:27, we had a sell signal, and that was really bad. This sell signal was pretty much at the bottom here. And as soon as that sell signal came out, and you can see like there's a lot of unloading here too. It's pretty bearish, but the market maker just kind of flipped it back up, and it took it all the way back up right over MOB, back tested the MOB, pushed up, back test again, pushed up some more, and they just kept it up pretty high at that point. So then 108, they flipped the market structure bearish again. So where's 108? Oh wow, it's kind of another scam here. 108 was backtesting the MOB, so market structure flipped bearish there. That means you should have shorted that MOB, and that kind of worked out in that trade alone. But if you did it again here, it would definitely have blown up, or maybe not blown up, but lost money, right? So they kind of scammed us there a little bit. And then 151, market structure flipped bullish, but we were already extremely bullish. So there wasn't much more to go from here. It was saying pretty much just buy the dip at any support or MOB, but the MOB is pretty far away. So you ideally want to buy the dip here. You could have bought the dip here, made some money. Buy the dip here, would lose money coming back to that support here, here, here. Kind of iffy, just a really choppy market from 2 to 4. Market was just really choppy in that straight up little tiny range here. You could make money scalping if you consider just to scalp to the bullish side every time you hit one of these support levels. I mean, technically, you could have drawn the support line here. That would have worked out pretty good. And then 220, we had an X1 sell signal. Did that work well? No, it was over here on the bottom. We moved back up. Could sell it up here, but I wouldn't say that that signal worked really well. So I think so far the signal 1 fail on the sell signal here. This one failed also. The only signal that worked really well was the 338 because I kind of witnessed that one. That was around here. So that was this sell signal here. We did have a nice drop, and then we back tested. So X3 is a pretty bigger sell signal. It's valid for a longer time frame. So you could essentially short it here as well because it's valid for 30 minutes. So that played out pretty good here. But overall, not that great of a day for signals. This is also telling us that market makers are shifting sentiments and they're kind of fucking with people to try to blow more people up. But one thing that I have learned from trading the zone is that despite, what your bias is, you gotta kind of follow the wave sometimes and you just gotta trade with the market, right? Regardless of what you think is gonna happen, you should see what the market is telling you. and just kind of trade that. And that's what kind of the structure is for. So let's see how we're looking on the 48-minute time frame. So technically on the 48-minute time frame, structure's been bullish all day. There were some minor flips there, but those are, I guess, were false flips. So you can see on the bottom here, the super MACD is green, which means structure is bullish all day. So on the 48-minute, we ran up a little bit higher. We were struggling at this resistance here. We finally pushed through. We're kind of on the top here. Now we're kind of setting up this upper trend. So at this point, we're at the top of the trend. Could possibly test the bottom of the trend, which is 55.30s. On the dailies, we also hit this moving average here, that blue line. So you might not see it that well here. Let me see if I can zoom in more. So we're at this blue line here, and we're almost breaking through it. So tomorrow, it'll be interesting to see if we open above 55.60. If we can open above 55.60 by tomorrow, then we're pretty bullish. We can push up to this next level here. If we can't, then it'll probably continue to go down. Overall, we're somewhat near the top of the resistance here. So this is a good area to risk off, sell some positions, long-term portfolios. This is across the board on SPY, SPX, even NQ. Across the board resistance. So pretty good areas to start taking profit. Hard to really lean bullish at this point when we have moved so much. So I think we're probably either going to chop or come back down like this. So I hope that helps. Good luck and have a great day.